YouTube family, what is up? So in this video, I got a seller that I supposed to call back to make an offer. So this is a seller that has already been pre-qualified. My VA set up the appointment for me to call the seller back and to make the offer to the seller. So this is completely live. I do not know how this is going to go. Same thing. You know, all you can do is do the best that you can. But I think that this will be a very good learning lesson for all of you who wants to know, okay, so I don't know what, you know, especially if you talk to a seller and you don't know how to negotiate, how to maneuver through the phone call, how to handle the objections that they throw at you. This is perfect. This is a great lesson for you. So whether we get this property on a contract or not, I do believe that this is a good lesson for you. And if you enjoy this, you're like, hey, Khang, please do more of this. Then boom, smash the thumbs up. And if you're new to the family, be sure to boom, smash that subscribe button. But before I call the seller, I do have one announcement to make. And this is something that I just thought of literally this morning. I haven't even created a landing page. I haven't, but the reason I decided to do this, because in the last week, I've been getting so many DMs, messages, and said, hey, Khang, we only have about 6 months left. And, you know, now it's like 5 months left and everybody's like panicking. And, you know, some of them haven't closed their first deal. And they're like, hey, Khang, like if you were to take your 12 years of knowledge and experience, if you were to jam pack it all in like 1 month, what would you do, right, to get to that first deal the quickest? So here's something that I am doing. This is the first time ever that I do this, okay? So once again, this might be for you, might not be for you. So I'm willing to take on 10 people, only 10. Here's how it works. I call this the 4-week challenge, the 4-week challenge. Here's how it's going to work. It's going to start on, I literally just thought of it this morning. We haven't even created a landing page. We're going to start on August 4th. That's the first week of August. We'll meet on Zoom for an hour to an hour and a half. I will take my 12 years of knowledge and experience. And if I were to take away everything and go back in time, and if I start all over again, exactly what I would do in this 4 weeks to close my first deal. So basically what I want to do is I want to take everything and just fast track it for you. Fast track it so you can get to that deal the quickest. Okay. So we spent 4 weeks together, 10 of us. Okay. We meet on Zoom live once a week for an hour to an hour and a half. I'll tell you exactly the blueprint, the step that I would take to do it. Okay. In any market, in any city, any states. Okay. And then we also have a Q&A where we can actually let you ask questions and all that. So yes, now my online course will be included for free. My online course alone is $2,000. So the price tag for this is $2,000, 2 G's, included my online course completed for free. So I only want 10 people. If that's something you're like, Khang, I'm up for this, dude, I'm down for this 4 weeks challenge, man. Let's rock and roll. This is the first time ever that I do this. Okay. So if you're interested, like I said, I haven't even got the landing page set up. Email. Okay. I'm going to type in the email. All you need to do is email. You got to be ready to rock and roll. Email it over to WTMFam@gmail. I'll type in here at gmail.com. So email your information over there and your phone number. My team will reach out to you and get you all locked in and get you all set up for August 4th. Okay, we'll get you the time and everything like that, the link to the Zoom, the meeting, and then obviously where we're going to put you guys in that group, okay? Anyways, let's rock and roll. Whoever it is going to take this on, dude, I am excited and I'm pumped to spend that 4 weeks with you to help you close your first deal, cut down, dude, just take in everything and just squeeze it into that 4 weeks and just blow it up. You know, this morning I was listening to Alex Hormozi. And let me tell you guys, why my book has done so good on Amazon. Over 600 5-star review on it. You know why it's so good? Because I literally took out all the BS, right? Instead of 300 pages, this thing here is literally, 43 pages long? You can get done in like less than 30 minutes because I took out all the BS. I just jam pack with all the information, the stuff that you need, right? The tools, everything just in that 43. That's why every single chapter that you turn to is value, instruction. So if you like short, sweet, straight to the point, action taker, dude, you're gonna love this 4 weeks challenge. It's gonna blow you away. Okay. So let me go ahead and hold on a second. Okay, let's call the seller. For the 10 of you who's gonna sign up, dude, this is gonna be beast mode. Agent Sue said, brought my King Kong seller script package. I'm ready. Let's rock and roll. For those of you who don't know how amazing my script is, Agent Chill, you just came on. Dude, you should rewatch the first part of this video because I love to see you in this 4 weeks challenge, dude. It's going to blow you away. So let me call the seller really quick. I mean, imagine like dude, this is going to be crazy. So I'm really pumped. My passion, people say, hey, Khang, what's your passion? My passion, I love teaching. I love coaching. I just love it. So when you see me do this private meeting with my students, dude, I'm there. I'm all in. And, dude, we locked in. Okay, let me pull up the seller really quick information. So let me call the seller. Teresa is the name. Okay, Teresa. So here's her landline and her mobile line. I'm going to call her mobile. Okay, hold on a second. Sorry, guys. Hold on a second. I just need to pull my stuff up really quick here. Just need to pull up my screen. And someone also DM'd me this morning and said, hey, Khang, so hold on. I can't multitask. I mean, I can. Teresa. Dude, I got an appointment right after this. Hello, is this Teresa?
It is, yeah.
Hi, Teresa. My name is Khang. I'm one of the purchase manager calling you regarding your property that you're interested in getting a cash offer on. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Am I catching it a good time? You got a few minutes to chat?
Yeah, no, I've been waiting since 10 o'clock.
So, okay, yeah. Awesome. Hey, I apologize. I just got another appointment that I was running on, so I apologize for being late. But I try to make this short, sweet, and straight to the point. Okay, Teresa?
Okay.
All right. So I got a lot of the information here on the property that our assistant sent over to me. But one thing that I'm curious about, Teresa, is that beside getting the right price for the property, which I understand is very important to you, but beside getting the right price for the property, what is another reason that you're looking to sell it?
Just because you guys put the bug in our ear. There's 3 owners here involved, and we're all in our 7th, and it's time to move on.
Okay. Do you have, Teresa, do you have a time frame? So let's just say we can agree on a price that work for you and work for us. Do you have a time frame of when you guys like to sell, close escrow, and move on with it?
Basically anytime.
Okay. So if we can work something out, closing in the next 45 to 60 days, good for you?
I would say so.
Okay. How long have you lived in that property, Teresa?
Let's see, it was purchased in 1979 by Brian Deere, and then the other owner was 82 and we were 87.
Okay.
So yeah, you've got 3 owners involved here.
Okay. So so all 3 of you are on the title, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now this is a very important question, Teresa. So are you the decision maker, or does all 3 of them have to make the decision?
Oh, no. All 3 of us are the decision makers.
Okay. Yeah. So if we agree on a price today, is it good with them, or do we have to also get them on the phone?
Well, we've got to go run it by them, of course. Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. But basically they let you kind of in charge of talking to us and coming to a price, and then after that, then you would have to discuss with them, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, not a problem. I understand. So this, Teresa.
Okay, it's really complicated. You know what? You should actually come to Point Roberts and see what you're dealing with. It's 2 pieces of property.
Okay.
And there's 2 buildings. One building on each property. And both the buildings are duplexes.
Okay. So there's 2. Okay, so there's a duplex on each building. Got it.
On each property.
On each property, and they're so it's on a separate partial.
No.
Okay, so one partial.
Like if you know what? Like I'm sure you've looked on the tax record,
Yes.
right? That's
Yes.
where you got our information.
Yep.
So you can see that it's 2 pieces of property.
Yep.
Yeah. And like all on one parcel, like we pay the taxes
on one parcel
on the 2 properties at the same time.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Have you, Teresa? Have you tried to subdivide it? Does the county or city allow that?
We haven't tried to subdivide it.
Okay.
We were actually looking in a few years ago to, like separating the properties.
Yep.
But
that's
we
smart.
never did get around to it.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
I got it. Okay. So there's a duplex here. How big is the lot?
You know what? Unfortunately, I don't have any of this information in front of me.
Teresa, no problem. I can find out.
Like a gas, you know what? Most of them down there would be like most lots were 100. So
Yeah.
let's say each one is probably 50 by whatever. I don't know, 50. Let's go 50 by 50 or something.
Okay.
No, yeah, not really sure.
No problem.
I mean, once again, I think the tax record gives you that information too.
They do. Got it.
Yeah.
So Teresa, okay. So what we got here is one unit. So one duplex is the 2-bedroom, 1 bath, roughly about 500 square feet per unit, right?
No, more than that.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's more than that. Much
Okay.
more than that.
So, Teresa, can you confirm with me? So one of the duplex, how many bedroom and bathroom? Do you know?
Okay, I gave all this information to the lady the other day.
No, yeah, she did, and then she actually, we actually have it right here. It's a 2-bedroom, 1 bath, but I think she must have made a mistake on the square footage, so that's why I just want to confirm with you. She put 500, but you said it's more than that.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Yeah, no. I mean, each unit's bigger than that.
It's got to be 1,000.
So now, how this? Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Each unit. Okay. Now, how this works is the address, as you can see, is 2128 Birch Street. Now, many years ago, we did reservations on our building, which is at 2127 Alder Street. We had to create an address.
Yep.
So anyway, but I don't think that shows on the tax record. So the building at 2128 Birch is 1 story, 2 units, and there would be 3 bathrooms in total between the 2 units.
Okay.
And there would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bedrooms. And you know what? That whole building would be at least 1,000 square feet.
Yep.
And then our building, which is on the Alder Street side, is a 2-story building, and it would probably be, I would say, 1,200 square feet up and down.
Okay.
And there would be 3 bathrooms and 1, 2, 3, 6 bedrooms.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. So, she has here. So the other duplex is the 3-bed, 1.5 bath, 1,200 square feet. Okay, got it, per unit.
Yeah. I'm just approximating this now.
Nope, not a problem. I understand.
Be clear on that.
Not a problem, Teresa. Yeah. I understand. So so one of the duplex. Are you currently live in one of the units?
Yeah. Well, we don't live there. It's a recreation property.
Okay, got it. So it's not rented. It just sits vacant.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
So both duplex currently vacant right now.
well, not vacant. I mean, we're using them.
Right. So if we were to, if Teresa, we were to rent this out, do you know roughly how much we can get?
You know, that's a good question. But once again, I don't know because, I mean, people down there don't tend to rent out unless you're American because Canadians don't want to be dealing with the IRS. So.
Yeah, I hear you.
But I mean, yeah, you know, you guys are American, so that's a whole different ballgame.
Yeah, no, I hear you. So let me see here.
Yeah. I don't know. You
no
know,
problem.
Let's go for a ballpark figure of probably a couple $100 a night. I'm
Okay.
thinking. Just ballpark, and it's probably low. I don't know.
Got it. Okay. Is there a mortgage that we need to pay off, Teresa?
No.
Okay, so you own it free and clear. Nice.
Yeah.
Let me see here. And what are you guys hoping to get for it?
You know, once again, I don't have the tax notice in front of me, but I think the two properties are like 650,000.
Oh, okay. So you're trying to get to 650 for the property.
Both.
For both. So which means
like total, right?
Okay, right. But they sit on the same partial, so it would consider one as so that would consider as a one, you know, one piece of property. So
okay, but it's really two.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But the thing is, if it sits on one partial, you know, so when we do, well, for us anyway, when we look at it, the only way that we would look at it differently, two different piece of property is after if it can be right subdivided, so that way each one of them has its own partial, and then obviously utilities have to be separate and all of that. That's when we can't. Okay, well, we can sell this one, and then we can sell this one.
Right now the utilities are separate.
Okay, good.
The only thing that gets paid as one is the taxes.
Got it. Okay, so one tax partial, which is okay. So this is one partial.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So how much are you guys looking to get for the entire thing, Teresa?
Once again, you know, I would have to talk to the other owners.
Sure.
Like, I'm just saying that as far as I know, it's about 645 that is on the assessment for the two properties.
Yep, 645. So 600. So you're looking to get 600.
I mean, that I'm not even positive on that. So it's like, you know, because the person that looks after the finances of it is down at Point Roberts, and she also does not have the information in front of her.
Yeah. So. I got you. Okay. But have you guys? But I'm sure that you guys probably have already chat about the price of what you guys are looking to get for the property, right?
Sorry, say that again.
Yeah, Teresa. So I'm sure that I'm sure that all four of you have come to have bravely sit down and kind of chat regarding like how much you guys are hoping to get for the property, right?
Well, you know what? I mean, we haven't even really gone that far yet because we only got this letter in the mail last week from you guys. So.
And Teresa, I and I speak for myself and on behalf of our company as well, that we do appreciate it. Thank you so much for, obviously giving us a call, giving us the opportunity to actually just even look at your property. So I'm extremely grateful for that. And just hopefully together we can come to an agreement, on a fair price that work for all of you and then work for us as well and create a win-win out of this. It's for so the thing with us is I know with you guys, if the price doesn't make sense, there's no reason why you would sell it. And us as an investor, we don't buy every single property. So for us, that the price also got to make sense for us to make it work. So I know that Teresa, I know that you mentioned that you're talking about the 650. Is that something that you think the other would agree to, or is that too low? Is that too high, or where you're at?
You know what? Without talking to the others, honestly, I'm not sure.
Sure.
Yeah, okay. Like I say, just because we just received the letter from you guys, so okay, let's give these people a call.
Appreciate it.
See what's what,
You got it.
Yeah.
So Teresa, how about
So
how about this? Because I felt like obviously it seems like you're not in positions to make a decisions, even if we can come to an agreement, you and I, because you would have to speak to the other three as well. So is there any way, Teresa, that you can chat with the other three and then see where you guys would need to be? So, or maybe we can all be on the phone together. I don't know which is easy for you.
yeah, I have no idea how that would work. You know, I mean, nobody lives around each other, so
Right.
yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I have no idea how to make that work. But I mean, like I'm suggesting, could you not come to Point Roberts and have a meeting with all three of us?
Well, typically what we do, Teresa, is before we actually comes out there and look at the property, and all of that, because obviously it's going to take us time and, to do all that. We want to come to an agreement on a fair price that work for you and work for us first before that even happens. Because we don't want to go out there and, we're not even in the same ballpark. So Teresa, how about this? I think this is probably going to be the best way to do it. So if you could chat with the other three and then see where you guys would need to be in price. And this is something that you can let them know. So the nice thing about working with us, Teresa, is, we are willing to buy the property in an as-is condition. So you can tell them that. So there's no repairs, no work that, you guys would have to go out there and clean up or do any kind of repairs. We're willing to buy it as is. We're also willing to take care of all the closing costs and all the fees. So there's no realtor commissions. If there is any, we'll be responsible for it. So the good thing about this property is that you guys own it free and clear. So which means whatever price we agreed upon, that'll be the walkaway net amount to you guys at the time of closing. So Teresa, if you can do me a favor, if you can chat with the other three and ask them what's the least that you guys would want to sell this and walk away. Like after everything's said and done, we pay for and what they would willing to walk away with, and then maybe I'll call you back. Right now it is 10:30. Would I give you until 5 p.m. today? Would that give you enough time to kind of chat with them?
No, you know what? No, because it's got to be like next week.
Okay.
We're going down to Point Roberts Saturday. I'll be talking to our partners on Saturday.
Oh, perfect.
But the third person involved, I don't even have contact with them.
Oh, shoot.
It's one of our other owner's brothers. So she's got to deal with them, and he's the type of person, he's in and out of the country all the time.
Oh,
so
jeez.
I haven't got a clue about him.
You don't have his...
You know what? So...
Okay.
You don't
have his phone number or anything.
I'll talk to our people that we share our place with.
Perfect.
To them Saturday, and like I say, if I could see the tax notice, I tried to look at it online and I can't even get into it. So anyway.
Well, Teresa, what it is
sometime next week.
Okay, so what we can do is I can also send you some information regarding the property, so that way you know how much the tax assessed value on the property is and all that, and I can also send you over some stuff like what things are selling for, so that way you guys can make the best decision for you guys, okay?
Yeah, that sounds like a plan. You've got my email address, right?
Yep, I got your email address. We got everything that we needed. We'll send you over some information on the property and what we think the property is worth, yada, 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 and then we can go from there, okay? So I'll call you back. So I'll touch base with you next week.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
All right, Teresa, thank you once again. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Truly appreciate it. And if you hear anything back from the other three sooner, just feel free to give me a call back, okay?
Yeah, okie dokie. Yeah,
all right.
Just a minute. I know it's a different number on the cell.
Hey, Teresa, Teresa, it's probably best. I'll text you over my direct line. And so if you needed to reach out to me for any question or any concern, I'm more than happy to provide you with any information that you need, so that way all of you guys can make the best decision, okay? Yep. Thanks, Teresa. I really appreciate you. Yep. Have a good one. Bye-bye. So the thing is, the seller right now is just not in a position to make a decision. So it's right now, it's really, really hard. So what we would need to do is obviously I would have to text her back. And then I'm also in a rush. So which means I would have to text her back, and then she would have to sit down with all three. But the thing is, you guys need to understand this. Not every deal is a smooth transaction. When a deal that is like this, when it's a tough deal like this, it's good. You know why it's good? Because most investors don't want to deal with it. Like, this is a headache. This is seriously a headache. You got to contact the other three. There's 4 people on the title. So this thing is not going to be an easy, a smooth transaction. Most investors will give up. But basically what I want to do is I don't want to overwhelm her. She already sounds like she's overwhelmed, right? She's like, oh, I got to talk to the other 3. I can't make a decision. Even if we agree, it's not going to work. So I'm not going to push her, right? So that's one thing about, you know, being sales and being like, you got to understand when you're on the phone with people, like, feel them out, right? So you don't want to push. If you push them, like when I call her, she's not going to answer. So why do I say, hey, I'll send her over what things are selling for? Because so that way she can present, right? So we're going to send over, we're going to be like, hey, this is what things are selling for, yada, yada, yada. Here's your tax assessed value of the property, right? And then she can talk to the other 3. So when we get on the phone together again, we can actually make some really big move, okay? And sometimes it's good just to push them away, right? Like, the number either work or doesn't work. And you cannot take an unmotivated seller and turn them to a motivated seller. But she sounds like they are motivated to sell. I mean, it sounds like it's going to get, so this property here is probably good for Airbnb. So it's in a very good area, and this area is in Point Robert. This area is mainly for recreation, like people who go there basically just rent for Airbnb. So this is great for Airbnb types. So I look at the price at $650,000. My VA ran the comps already. Let me see how much the comps is. So let me see here. So she runs the comps on the property. I mean, the property is probably going to be worth right somewhere around, you know, 675, 700,000. But the cash flow, if you're able to Airbnb this, I look at this. Okay, so a mortgage. Let's just say a mortgage on 700,000. A mortgage on a $700,000 property. Let's just say 4,000. Okay, a mortgage on 700,000 with an interest rate at 7% now. You know, let's just say the mortgage is about 4,000. You know, she said that you can rent this out a couple $100 a night. So if you're able to rent it out for $200 a night, there's 4 units, right? Times 4. So per night, 200 times 4, how much is that? 800. So that's $800 a day. $800 a day. Let's just say you don't rent it out for, you know, 30 days out of the month. Let's just say you rent it out for 15 days out of the month. See, that's 12,000. I mean, the number makes sense, right? For Airbnb. Now, obviously, you know, if you're looking to just to flip it, fix and flip it, it's probably not going to make sense. But it's great for those. Now we can still wholesale it to people who want to keep this as an Airbnb. So a mortgage on a 700,000 is 4,000, and you bring in $12,000 in rent, dude. That's that right there, my friend, is a good cash flow. Now, so I mean, this sounds like a deal that I would probably it's probably not in an area where I want it to be. So this might, I don't know. Like, my whole thing is lock it up on the contract first, and then figure out the rest later. It sounds like it does sound like Darren. It does sound like a killer deal. So a lot of you, what you're doing is that you're not acting fast enough. Like, I was on a meeting with one of my students the other day, and I said, "Hey, when's the last time you talked to the seller?" He said, "I chat with the seller 2 days ago." I said, "Well, have you made him an offer?" He said, "No." I said, "Well, what's holding you back?" He said, "What's holding you back?" Well, he's like, "Well, I got to go analyze. I got to go do the research." No. Right? What you need to do is, a lot of times, speed is everything. So I lock it up first, and then I focus figuring out the rest later. If it sounds like a deal, lock it up, and then figure out the rest later. So I'm going to lock this thing up for 60 days. After that, I'll analyze this deal some more. Maybe I'll send it out to my buyers and see if I can, make $50,000 off of it, right? Just to wholesale it. And then I'll figure out, hey, I'll go out there and I look at the property, see if I really if I want to keep this or not. So I typically lock it up and then I figure out later. But you got to have an exit strategy already, right? So the exit strategy is wholesale or keep this property as an Airbnb. Okay. That's all the time that we have. I got to go to another meeting. Oh, I'll share with you guys where I get this deal. Okay. I'll share with you where I got this deal. So for those of you, if you haven't seen my other video, this came from our, where's the letter that I sent out? So this actually came from our direct mail. And I'll show you how, okay. I mean, you heard her on the call. She got a letter from us. So let me share. Hold on. Let me share my screen really quick. Under 5 minutes. Because I always leave this out. And you guys like, Khang, why are you leaving this out? Okay. So here's the list that we target. Okay. So the software that we use, okay, it's called kingdata.ai. And let me share with you exactly what our marketing strategy is, okay? And then we target what we do is we target vacant property. So we go here, we go property leads, okay? And then you can put in your city or your state. And let's just say that you put in on the county, okay? I'm just going to put in the county. Okay. And then all you do is you go to filter. I'll tell you exactly where it is. We get rid of others, apartment, get rid of townhouse, get rid of condos. And this property came from a vacancy. So there was 993 of them, all right, that was vacant. And we try to call the seller. I'm not going to click on this because I don't want her phone number to show up, right? But there's 795 people. And listen, I actually did a video on this. So all of you who follow me, you saw the video. We drop off. So every single week, I have my assistant write a bunch of these letters, right? So this came from vacant, okay? This came from vacant, okay? So what we did, we send them a letter. So all I go is go to the software, okay? Put in vacant property, boom, okay? And all you need to do is click on see results. It shows you everything in here, right? All 700. If you click on the property, bam, just like that. Look at this. It makes it so easy where you don't have to upload, download, no contact found. Okay, so no contact of the seller found. So we move on to the next piece of property. So my team would go in here, click on the property, and what we do is we literally go in. They have all the contact, they have all the seller contact info right here. We call them, we text them, and we send them a letter. So when we send them a letter, you can actually get it all set up directly right on here, okay? So all you need to do is you click on, oh man, hold on a second. You click on filter. You click on right here. And then you select all 795. After that, it is go to my leads. Now this is perfect for those of you who have a who have a good amount of budget, where instead of calling the seller, instead of making outbound call, you can now set up your direct mail and then you just have them call you. Now it becomes a phishing game. Okay. Darren is right. This is a one-stop shop. So now I choose all of that. And then you click on direct mail and you can just click here, boom, and then hit continue. And then you can send, and then you can obviously start sending out your mailers. And it only takes about maybe like under 10 minutes. If you're new, under 10 minutes for you to set this up. And then bam, from then on, it will automatically send out for you without you doing anything. And Darren is right. The skip tracing is free. So you never have to pay for skip tracing ever again. As long as you have access to the software, you never have to pay for skip tracing again. They'll give not just the cell phone number, but they also give them. So if I go to Seattle, it's not just SEA. Sorry. So look, not just so now, not just their phone number, but if there's an email, they'll also give you their email address. Look, there's 3 owners on this property, and then they'll give you all their phone number to that 3 person and the email address. And you never have to pay for skip tracing ever again. Okay? But I just share with you exactly what list we pull, how we send out our direct mail. Now, the different here is that with us, what we did is I took the list, we print it out, we print the whole entire list out, and then I have my assistant handwritten the envelope. So if you missed that video, watch my I think it was my last video, not my last one, but the other one, another one, where I literally show you exactly what I put in the letter and yada yada. I just don't have time for that. I gotta go to my 11 phone appointment meeting. But just to wrap this up, okay. What was I gonna say? Oh yes, this is something I've never done before. But okay, I am willing. I'm looking to take on 10 people that willing to take on the 4 weeks challenge. This is a 4-week challenge. I have never done this ever before. So what I do is I take 12 years of knowledge and experience and I jam pack it onto 4 weeks where I'm going to show you how to fast track and how to get your first deal in this 4 weeks training. So what we do is we meet one time a week for an hour to an hour and a half. It's going to be on Zoom. It's going to be live. And I'll share with you exactly what move to make, right? I'll show you exactly what you need to do, and I'll send you off. You take action on it. We come back again next week. We'll meet up, okay? And obviously, there will be time for Q&A, so you can ask any questions you want. But we'll spend 4 weeks together, and it starts on August 4th. And then we'll meet once a week, okay? And I'll put all 10 of you in a private group chat, right? So once again, only for 10 people. It is $2,000 per person. My online courses is included for free. So you get that included for free. And you're going to spend 4 weeks with me. We meet once a week, every single Monday. Okay. And then for the next 4 weeks, I'm going to jam pack and fast track and take you. So if I were to go back in time, erase everything, get to know what I know today, what would I do to get my first deal the quickest? And that's what this 4 weeks challenge is going to be about. So if you're interested, I haven't even have the landing page. I haven't even got the landing page set up. So if you're ready, you're like, Khang, dude, this sounds like something I want to be a part of. Shoot an email to my team. Here's the email, WTM fam, with your phone number, and my VA, my assistant, Angie or Carly will reach out to you. So WTMfam.com. Now, this is for those of you, if you're ready, you're like, Khang, sounds great. I want to be a part of it. Dude, let's rock and roll. Okay? So once again, it's $2,000. That's the price tag, but you get my online course, everything included for free. The course alone is already $2,000. Okay? I appreciate it. Thank you so much, you guys. Until next time, take care, and let's go get this money. I'm out.